everyone, and welcome back to Lazy Cat Reactions. As you can tell from the title, this is the season 4 premiere of Heartland, and it is titled Homecoming. Amy tries to pretend that nothing has changed when Ty returns to Heartland with a surprise guest. At the end of the 3rd season, Lou got married. Lou and Peter finally got married, and supposedly they're going off to Dubai. Now, I know for a fact that Michelle Morgan is still in the cast, so maybe it's going to be a few months later. Maybe something happened and ended up not going. I'm sure I'll find out here in a few minutes. Also, Ty decided he wanted to go off on his own for a little bit because, you know, he's going to be going off to veterinary school, and because of the plane crash and everything that happened, you know, he's had a bit of a little bit of an awakening, you could say. So obviously he's going to be returning. There was a guy who was in a competition with Amy, and he was kind of flirting with her, and he commented on her promise ring. So I have a feeling that he's going to be a little bit of competition, which hopefully then will make Ty step up his game. Again, as I've said, I know Amy and Ty end up together. At the time of this recording, it has been announced that season 16 of Heartland is filming. So I believe this is the 2nd day that it has started filming. So it looks like this fall there will be a total of 15 episodes for Heartland. As it is now, though, you know, I'm only on season 4, so I'm sure season 16 won't be on Netflix anytime soon. Hopefully by then, by the time it does come, I will be all caught up, because as I've said time and time on every video, I truly am in love with the show. I think it's great. So if you're ready, let's get started. And Ashley and Caleb got married. I forgot to mention that. Hi, Spartan. Hi, pretty. You're such a beauty. Pretty.
You're going to come up with 3 months worth of rent on top of the bills?
Pay him a month and a half. Maybe when he sees that, maybe he'll agree
Can I
to
ask
an
you one
extension.
simple question? Are you out of your mind? This Blair girl, how do you think it looks to Amy?
Relax. We're just friends. Amy's fine with it.
Is that so?
Yeah. She trusts me just like I trust her.
Well, are we mature?
Jack.
Running this place on my own. With Caleb gone, Lou gone, Tim gone, you gone, Amy off on that tour. Obviously not enough to get your ass back here.
Jack.
So yeah, Blair and Chase are both going to be the competition for season 4, because you have to have the complications with shows, you know. You can't just have it smooth when you have the couple, you know, everyone's shift. You can't have it be smooth. There has to be challenges. So I'm surprised that Ashley's mother didn't give her the money, but I think she might by the end of the episode, since they are behind on the rent. Otherwise, yeah, like one of them might have to get another job, you know, like Ashley's working at Maggie's, but she might have to work someplace else, like at Heartland, or maybe in a little boutique or something, in order to help make the rent. And you know, sometimes when you have landowners like that, sometimes if you do a show of good faith, they will work with you. Because, you know, she was saying with them being behind with rent for 3 months, I thought, well, you know, if you, let's say that you gave them half the rent, he might then say, okay, you gave me half, yeah, you can have like an extra week or two to provide the rest. He might not, but it would be like a show of good faith. It's like, here's half of it, we're getting it to you, we just need that little extra time. So you never know. It could work, it could backfire. Keep going.
Do you actually know the meaning of working full-time? Doesn't that eight-second lifestyle of yours apply pretty much to your entire philosophy?
No, sir. Not anymore.
I'm doing just fine on my own ties back now.
Jack,
Jack, don't lie.
I'm not proud of this, but I'm really low on money and I want to get kicked out.
Don't lie, Jack.
Like, I can't stop thinking about it.
You need to
You
communicate.
Was there anything at all between you guys when you were traveling? Just be honest with me.
No. Of course not. We're just friends, Amy.
Okay.
It seems like she's doing a little better with communicating, you know, because Lou said, tell this to Ty. And I like how she asked if anything happened, and he just looks at her and he goes, no. And it looked exactly like the truth. He didn't get upset about it or anything, so it did seem legit. Obviously, you know, they're still having trouble with communication, but it might end up being okay. And the fact that she did actually say something to Ty, I think that does help for them. Because that's one thing that's bothered me from the beginning is communication. You know, they never tell each other what they're thinking or feeling. They just, you know, kind of huff at each other and walk away. So at least there's some progress with it. Gallop? Was it Gallop to Heart Start or something? Heart Health.
Lou. Hi. Great surprise. You were very, oh my gosh, isn't that obvious? No, you look fantastic. And you, Mr. Ribs? What are you doing?
Going, Amy Fleming, Ryan Spartan. There she goes.
Woo, Spartan!
And we have 609, Blair Connor on Yukon.
Come on, Spartan. Come on, Spartan. Come on, Spartan. Oh, Spartan! Why, Spartan? And she's hurt.
Are you okay? Yeah, fine. But no, I'm fine.
Yeah, sure.
Claire, you're disqualified. You shouldn't have done that. I'm fine. Let's get you up before we both get turned on. Come on.
Where's Spartan?
Thanks.
Grab Spartan. That's weird.
This is me coming home.
You should still tell her about it. So. I still think Ty should tell her. you know, because again, you want to keep that communication. Basically because even though it didn't mean anything to him, I mean, like I said, when Blair hugged him, you saw he was stiff. His arms kind of went around her, but they were loose, you know, and he just like remained stiff. He didn't like lean into it or anything. But yeah, I still think he should tell Amy just to keep everything open, because at some point Amy will find out, and then she'll be pissed at him for not telling her, even though of course nothing, even though it meant nothing to him and he pulled back and everything. You know, it's still, again, the whole thing with communication, because if he had said something to Amy, yeah, she might have gotten upset, but she also may have believed him if he said, I pulled away because I don't think of her that way. You know, he'd be like, I'm here with you, I choose you. Yeah, maybe she'd be upset, and maybe not telling her is the right thing. Maybe I'm completely off my rocker on this. You know, maybe not telling her is the right thing because he knows how Amy is. So, you know, we might see Blair again, you know. She acted all happy when she saw Grant, and maybe she really was, but obviously, you know, she had said something about wanting to ditch Grant to be with Ty, so I'm sure Ty feels a bit bad for Grant. But the season 4 premiere is done. Ashley, of course, was a little upset that Caleb doesn't like to ask for help, which I understand. That I'm the same way. I'm a bit prideful in that sense. I don't like to ask for help if I can help it, you know. I don't like to ask for help if I can help it. I'd rather try and find a way, if I can, on my own than have to like ask someone for money. So I get that. She might end up taking the money though. Although Caleb did say he got an extension, so at least he did the right thing. And as I said, depending how things would go, if he could maybe like pay half the rent, then yeah, then maybe the landowner would be willing to work with them on extension, you know, like pay the rent, and then okay, yeah, you guys can have an extra 2 weeks or a month or whatever to get the rest, as long as he sees progress. And I think that's how it goes, like with most, because you understand that things happen, but I think as long as they see progress is being made, then a lot of times they will go ahead and be a little more chill when accepting like rent and everything. Season 4 premiere done. Thank you for joining me for this react. If you enjoyed it, please hit the like button and subscribe. For more content, please follow me on Instagram at Lazy Cat Reactions and TikTok of the same name. Special shout out to my editor, Captain Factory. Thank you so much for all of your hard work. You can find the link to her in the description in case you want to hire her for your editing needs. Thank you so much. I truly appreciate having her as my editor. I will see you in my next video. Bye.